Just FYI, you look beautiful, lady.
Hang on. Do what?
I said you look beautiful, but now I'm just going to tell you get your shit together.
Oh, thank you.
By the way, we're recording now.
Oh, well, awesome.
Nice shirt. I like the
Oh,
shirt.
cool. I didn't even know you had one on. I mean, I knew you had a shirt on. I just didn't know you had that shirt on. Anyway.
Okay, everybody. So we're a couple days late. The last week has been a little bit hectic, and yeah, we've had a lot going on. Plus the weather, plus broadcasts and pain and everything. We may move the regular release to Wednesday in the future. It'll depend on if we can get recording done Friday and Saturday the week before, because like this weekend, Angie may be out of town Saturday, leaving me unsupervised.
And that's never a good thing, you know.
It's really, really not.
It always scares me when I leave him unsupervised.
It probably should scare you, honey.
I know.
Anyway, hope everybody is having a great week. Let's kick things off talking about a few things that have happened this week. We had last night the Retreads Racing season finale, and wow, probably the best race of the season at Talladega. Honestly, it was grabbing for some what was called nitros at one point because I was running out of air. It was nuts, but it was a great race. So their season finale is over. They have 1 week off, and then they will be back 2 weeks from yesterday. And we're gonna have some cool stuff. We've got some nights off this week. We got tonight off. No broadcast. C12 is off for a couple weeks. Home Motorsports is off tomorrow night. So her and I will be entertaining you guys. Obviously, tomorrow is the convoy. Might be a little bit longer. Might have an additional driver.
Or two.
Yeah, that's true. Angie may have a new friend tomorrow night, so we'll see. And I am going to try, time permitting, if I get enough work done today. Tomorrow I'll get my wheel hooked up, get everything updated and calibrated, and I might just go trucking with you guys.
Cool. That'd be awesome. I'm sure a lot of people would love to see you back out on the road.
Nah, they like you better.
They just like you because you leave your flashers on all the time.
Yeah, that's true. Speaking of iRacing, real quick, let's talk about season 2 releases next week, the most expensive week of the quarter. So new track, only one new track coming out, but it's a big one. It is the Bend from Australia, actually known as Shell V Powered Motorsport Park. Because every track now has to have a sponsor and a really long name to it, including there was a point in time when Donington was simply Sausage's Donington Raceway.
Oh.
Yeah. That's the only actual track that is being released, but they have rescanned and remodeled Iowa, Richmond, Sonoma, Worldwide Technology / Gateway, and Charlotte again, and now, this one is being a little unclear if it will be updated this season or next, but they will soon debut our first modern version of North Wilkesboro. So, we're going to keep, apparently, the 87 scan and get the new one. They're also refreshing and upgrading other tracks without scans like Okayama, Road Atlanta, and they did in season 1. New Hampshire, Bristol, Darlington, Dover, Homestead, Vegas, and Kansas have been done. Yeah. And it looks like refreshes currently in the works are going to be Circuit of the America, Darlington, Daytona, Indy, Lime Rock, Phoenix, Texas, and more.
Wow.
All new race cars. We're getting the new Gen 4 NASCAR, a fully model. Obviously, they upgraded the ARCA car, but to be a Gen 4, but that was just adding more power. They're actually releasing a full build. They're releasing the Ferrari 296 Challenge, which I guess is an updated version of the current 296 that is running in the Ferrari series. And it's got some interesting features. We might post some of this info later. Da-da-da-da. Yeah, that's the Gen 4. Yes, I am reading through the. I scanned through this earlier and then completely went blank. IndyCar being back finally. They're updating the IR18. A bunch of audio updates. And apparently, the Gen 7 NASCAR Cup car has finally been overhauled. Let's hope to God the racing will be better. Tires have been fixed.
When they do all those updates, does that cause issues like it does when Steam does updates?
Kind of, sort of. So Steam releases it updates like all the time. Like it's
Right.
almost every time you log into Steam, it updates. With iRacing, they bring iRacing down, they update it, and then they bring it back on. Now the difference is when iRacing comes back on, they obviously have a team of alpha and beta testers. They have some people in the community that are part of the beta testing community. And iRacing, if you're listening, I would be happy to help. Also, American Truck Sim. If SCS software wants somebody to test the Unicorn, can definitely test crash
I
physics.
would love to.
But when they bring it back up, they call it week 13. It's just a crazy week. Very few official races, but a lot of fun chaos kind of races, and so we've got that going on, and that allows them to get a lot more testing. And if you find issues during that week, major glitches, send them into the iRacing support team. Also, folks, take a moment when iRacing is down, email iRacing support and just tell them thank you. Because having been in IT and been having worked several years in support, I know how hard their job is and how many complaints they get the first couple of weeks of the season. And it sucks for them, but they do a ton of hard work. So please email them and tell them thank you. We've gotten a group to do it in the past, but I'd love to see the whole HTSAI community get it done. Also, looks like some new updates, updating weather, and looking at. Let's see if there's anything else major. I mean, there's a lot of UI updates coming. There's a lot of overlay updates coming. And they are working on the new graphics engine, which would be awesome because of the way iRacing is coded. Sometimes it's a bit of a headache because it is older software. It is based on older software. So they do have a listing of future tracks. We'll talk about those in the future. And they have future cars on the agenda. Several. I know there's a lot of dirt cars and like what was it? Oh crap, I saw earlier today what somebody wanted and that's been talked about for a long time. But you got mini stocks that came out a while back and Formula V's and a lot of beginner cars, but a lot of people want a lower powered, maybe not an entry level car, but a D class car, some more of those. So looks like we will be seeing those sometime in the future.
That's what I need is a beginner car.
And
But I want it to go full send.
of course you do. There is a rumor that you might get back on iRacing with help from the Marks.
There is a rumor that's going around that's like that. I'm
Yeah,
not
we're
sure
gonna
who
have to
started
get.
that rumor, but I'm pretty sure his name was Doug.
Oh well, I didn't start that rumor without information directly from a unicorn.
That is true. That is true. I'm just kind of nervous about it and worried about it.
I will say her iRacing experience was not as good as it should have been, and that was completely on me because A,
I,
she kind of got thrown in the deep end right off the bat.
I agree.
B, B is I was trying to teach her, but I assumed a certain level of racing knowledge which she didn't have, and so I kept making these assumptions, and then she would come back and ask me or comment that she didn't know that, and I'm like, oh well. So having two other people teach her is going to be really the best way to do this. So,
Until
Mark
they
the
do,
Man Dan Tuma and the Mark Nelson will be helping her in the near future get back to racing.
poor guys. Until they both get really tired of me and just tell Doug I'm unteachable and to heck with it.
Babe, as much as you have learned over the last 2 years, and it is worth noting that Angie had her 2 year anniversary of streaming back on May 28th. That was a big event. That was
Congratulations.
It
Congratulations.
was great job, babe. Honestly, I've been really proud of the progress you made. You've learned a lot. You've gotten a lot better at stuff and a lot more entertaining. So, although I think some of your beginner stuff was also entertaining because it was what everybody kind of goes through at some point.
Oh, yeah.
But and we do have we need to look with tonight and tomorrow night off. Obviously, and we've got next Tuesday off, and we've got some days off coming in the near future. So the Unicorn will be trying a lot of or some new games. I know there is a request for her to try do some more surgery.
Yeah, that went so well last time. I can hardly wait to try that again.
It is a little bit tricky, but when you do it, I will do
Very.
it too. We'll kind of alternate on that.
It's very tricky to get the keys to work the fingers on that hand. That's you know
Well, hell,
it actually
I even
real
struggled with it.
like like what is that VR? If you could use your hands to do stuff,
Yeah, yeah, in VR, right.
it would be make it a lot easier.
Um, Speaking of other games she has available to play, obviously because we have whatchamacallit, the Steam family thing, she has a lot of different options like Forza Horizon, Forza Motorsport, Final Fantasy, Madden, basketball. She has a lot of sports options. Of course, Rally, which she seems to really enjoy, and more driving games that are available.
Yeah,
So,
you have some fishing games too, don't you?
yes, yes, I have a couple fishing games, and there's
Like,
even one game, and I'm gonna have to message Thomas because I don't remember what it is, but there's one free fishing game that you can actually upgrade. It's a
oh,
the
cool.
base game is free, and then you can, as you get further along, you can just buy more content, and of course it's on Steam, so it's like the extra content's like $1.
Oh, wow, that's cool. I have to
So
look.
we'll look at several different things, and I know one of the things we have to work on is getting you more used to using a controller.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
We also have Wreckfest 2 has come out, and I believe I got you a copy of it
I have no idea.
when it was on sale, but I'm double checking that.
It's a fun game to play.
The first Wreckfest was, and especially when we had that server, which
Mm-hmm.
brings up another thing that is coming. I am working with one of our community and checking out pricing and everything, but a lot of requests for BeamNG. I know most of the community has BeamNG, and the time that we tried it, when we tried multiplayer, it did not go well. We found out it was because when people load into the public server, they load in with whatever mods they want, and it causes everybody to be slower.
Right.
So there will be in the near future an HTSAI BeamNG server.
Cool.
And we will have some mods, but we'll keep it limited. It'll be kind of a community chosen, but it'll be a lot like American Truck Sim, where we keep the mods limited to 5 or 6. I think that kind of is the best way, and that's the way you and I have both enjoyed it.
Right.
And I just figured out a game for you to play.
Oh, goody.
Yeah, Undisputed. It's a boxing game.
Well,
You can customize and build your own boxer.
that might be cool.
Yeah, yeah. Just a thought. Just spitballing here.
I'd give it a whirl.
And we need to try Call of Duty again when you're feeling better. Because you
Yeah,
were obviously sick last time.
obviously, because yeah, I got really dizzy and lightheaded, and that did not go well.
No. So we'll definitely look into trying that again as well. But we've got a lot of options there for her to try in the near future, and looking forward to that. And plus, it's like I said, it's a learning experience. I think the more you learn how to use a controller, the more you play, I think you'll enjoy more games.
All right. Oh yeah, I agree.
So we'll be looking at that. Tomorrow night we obviously have trucking. The Mark Nelson has got his sister on ATS now. So that is going to potentially be joining us this week. If not, it'll be next week. So the unicorn will have another woman. They'll tag team everybody else, and we're all going to die.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
I haven't talked to her yet, but that's the plan.
That's your plan.
At least I'll have somebody else to help me when you guys try to wreck me and kill me.
That's true. Jeremy and Cody better watch out.
That is true.
Let's see, what else do we have going on? Oh, you're going Saturday.
Mhm.
And so I'll be streaming Saturday. I'm going to try and get in a little stream this afternoon while you're gone, but I do have to work on. I still have one of the Jones races, both of the races from last night to finish, plus some trucking shorts to get loaded. So I'll be actively working on that, but I am going to try and get a stream in this afternoon, and then one of us will stream tonight to make sure the people who wanted a broadcast will have something to entertain them.
Yes.
Are you looking at your phone?
No.
You were.
I am not. My phone's laying over on the table.
Oh, it looked like you were looking at your phone. I was about to text you and tell you to stop.
No, I was just looking down. No.
I'm just playing. I don't care.
It's almost 11.
I'm aware of that. Angie does have to get out of the house, so we're going to have to cut this short, but let's talk about what we have coming up. Obviously, next week with some updates. Sunday morning will be the season finale for GT3 NSS, and that league is growing exponentially. The next season will be 2 weeks after. So if you want to join them, make sure you let us know. They would love to have you. Everybody from rookie to pro is welcome. If you're rookie, they will help you. I have seen them help drivers go from rookie to almost pro level in the course of a season or two. So, great group of guys to work with. Not sure, there are question marks on the status of BRR, but every BRR member who has ever been a part of BRR, please come back. This group has been together. It'll be 5 years in July. I do not want to see this league come apart. So if there's a problem internally or with the admins, let's talk it out. You guys all know how to get in touch. Let's figure it out. Let's fix it. I am breaking my one rule by even getting involved in this, but I love BRR that much that I'm willing to break the no involvement rule. But let's try and save BRR. SMRX series is back on Sunday. Monday we'll have Jones BS Racing. Tuesday we will be off, so the Unicorn or I will be streaming next Tuesday. Then
I'll convoy Tuesday afternoon anyway.
That's true. Next Wednesday, C12 Motorsports is still off between seasons. They are looking at some really, really cool ideas for the next season. But after seeing the Gen 4 announcement today, I honestly would just, Colby, Gen 4.
Hey, Colby, I think he wants y'all to race the Gen 4s.
I tell you what, Colby, if you'll race the Gen 4, I'll make her help broadcast at Daytona.
I got news for y'all. He can't make me do anything.
That's true.
So there's that.
There is that. Obviously, right now the afternoon convoy is on Tuesday. The evening convoy stays on Thursday. What else do we have coming up? Anything major?
Not that I'm aware of.
I think other than new season starting, if you're 55 and older, I'll make a post about it later. But if you're 55 or older and you're looking for a league of relatively same age guys, make sure to check out Retreads. Like I said, I'll make a post with the link and everything. But they have guys from 55 to 85 years old racing.
Awesome.
Yeah, and it is a great group of guys. They do have a lot of fun. It's part of C2C Racing League, and you know, you can probably get on some of those other races, but definitely check out Retreads if you're 55 and older. And of course, GT3 NSS if you're looking for a Sunday morning GT3 league. We're looking at other. We have other people asking about broadcasts, so we're working on schedules. Maybe something before C12 on Wednesdays. Maybe another broadcast on Sunday afternoon. Although I think you kind of nixed the idea of me taking another Sunday broadcast unless it's back to back with something.
That's quite a bit, yeah.
Yeah. And just a lot of cool stuff is coming. We can't announce everything right now, but we will in the future.
So stay tuned.
Stay tuned. Make sure you're following on Facebook, Twitter, Twitch, Instagram, and YouTube. Also, make sure you're going out and watching all the YouTube shorts. I know most of them come to Facebook as well and Instagram, but not all of them make it to Facebook and Instagram. So you definitely need to check them out on YouTube.
Yeah, Doug works really hard on putting those out. So, all the support you can give him on that is very much appreciated.
Yeah, I definitely appreciate it. We release, 10 to 12 shorts a day. So some days even more than that. I think today we'll probably end up with 2 or 3 extras. So.
And Doug does all of the shorts and reels. I don't help him with none of that.
You help make them.
I do make them. I help record them when we make them, but he actually watch the video again and make them all. So,
Yeah. Folks, that's it. Be looking for more as we get more updates about next iRacing season. We'll post it. Obviously, look for stream this afternoon or this evening, potentially both. Convoy tomorrow evening, and we might even do something tomorrow afternoon.
Yep.
And a lot of streaming this weekend while she's gone, and maybe we can get her to do something. Oh, shoot! I almost forgot. I mean, it's not that big of a deal, but Friday Fun Night is back this Friday on iRacing.
Yep.
There is a bit of a caveat. I'll make the post about it later. It is not a requirement, but we are asking that everybody that joins Friday Fun Night, if you can, make a donation to one of our charity fundraisers. We have the 2 of them. We have one for the MS Society, one for the American Cancer Society. $5 donation would be great. If everybody did that, we'd see those numbers just skyrocket. Both are great organizations. Both mean a lot to Angie and I. So any help, we would greatly appreciate it. I am, as always, not going to announce what the races are ahead of time. You'll find out when you get on track. And yes, I will be on track with you. God help us all.
Exactly. That's exactly what I was thinking.
Well, I know you need to get out the door, and I need to work on shorts. Any last thoughts there, sweetie?
Nope, just to tell everybody that we appreciate everything you guys do for us, because without you, we couldn't do it at all. So, keep doing what you're doing, sharing our stuff, liking it, talking to us when we're streaming. It's even better because that causes me to wreck more and makes more work for Doug.
True.
But we do appreciate everything you guys do, because without the community and the people that we have, we couldn't do any of this. So you guys are what makes this possible.
Yep, we truly appreciate you guys. And hey, we will have our 5-year anniversary in September, so be looking for something special for that. I have a few ideas, but we'll see.
Okay.
Okay? You
Okay.
good?
I'm good.
I'm good. All right. Hope everybody has a great day. Hope to see you this afternoon and this evening, and have a good one, everybody.
See you guys later. Have a great day.